Now, having understood what is the meaning and definition and introduction of HRM, let's move to the next nature of HRM. It is all pervasive. All pervasive means be it any organization at all levels of management, I need human resource management. So it is all pervasive, prevailing everywhere in every organization, be it any organization. I need human resource, I need to have human resource management. It is future oriented. It is not just getting the work done like our daily wages or the workers does, finish with the completion of a work and then they leave. No, it is future oriented. So when I say it is future oriented, it means that it provides competent and motivated employees not only to work at the present, but they consistently work with me, and I need to motivate my employees so that they help me in achieving the organizational goals, because it is a long term goal. It is not just I have a task, I complete with that and I go ahead. No, I have a long term task or a year task, so I need to motivate my employees so that they stay with me to achieve the organization goals, which is to meet its future goals as well. Clear with it is all pervasive and it is future oriented. Next, it is action oriented. When I say action, it means by doing something. It is just not theoretical. I need to do something with human resource, be it any task or a work which is given to them. So, human resource management focuses on what are the needs, aspirations and problems of employee, and they see that it is genuine and flexible way rather than following strict procedures and guidelines. They solve it up also. So it focuses on what is the need of an employee. Are they getting what they are needing in an organization? What an organization wants, are they getting it from their employees? What are the problems that are faced by an employee, and follow that strict rules and regulations, through that we are able to accomplish or solve those problems. Clear with action oriented? I again repeat, it is concerned with needs. What are the need of an individual and an organization, and how do I achieve that as well? The fourth one is, it is individual oriented. Individual, it focuses on motivating an employee so that he works efficiently, developing through, I develop that employee, the skills and knowledge that he has, I develop it. How do I develop? He already might be having, through providing him with more of training and developmental programs, so that the individual skills of an employee are developed. Now, what is an advantage that an organization gets by developing an individual? Only if I develop that, he would, or providing him proper training and development, would he be able to work efficiently, give me proper results or work efficiently. For this I need to motivate him. Once I provide this motivation, he takes in the training and development programs and he develops. So when an individual himself is developing, it is an asset to an organization, and I am also developing my organization. Clear? People oriented. It brings different people with similar skills and interests together. It is not just that, it tries to bring different people. There might be from different fields, so all of them having the same skills and interests, they come together in order to form effective group. Why do I have to bring all of them? So that they increase the productivity and produce, so that they give me a better result. Clear with it is all pervasive, future oriented, action oriented, individual oriented and people oriented. Individual oriented is with an employee himself as an individual. People oriented is different people bringing the skills and interest together so that they work together to increase the productivity and produce better results. The next, development oriented. Now we did with what is people oriented, individual oriented, people oriented and development oriented. It is more or less the same of how I look into individual oriented. It aims to develop the full potential of employees through training and developmental programs. Even under individual I only motivate him. Here in development oriented, I only see that the full potential of an employee is increased, or I utilize that full potential of an employee not by giving him high targets etc., but see that I optimally utilize the employee's skills. And how do I utilize them? Through providing him training and developmental program. I hope you are clear with individual, people and development. Individual is motivating and providing him training and development. People is bringing the skills of different people together so that they increase productivity and give better results. And development oriented because it improves, it aims to develop the full potential so that he works to the maximum in an organization through the training and the developmental programs which is given. Next is interdisciplinary. We have various disciplinaries like economics, sociology, psychology, anthropology, management, etc. Now, this human resource management is not just utilizing one discipline, but it borrows knowledge and inputs from other disciplines as such also. For instance, economics. I can know what is a demand, what is supply. I could relate this to human resource, sociology or psychology, understanding what is the perception or the feeling of an employee in an org. How do I study the psychology of a person? How is it that if I motivate him that he would be giving the best to me? So it is not just one discipline, it is interdisciplinary in various functions. Clear? Continuous function. Okay, this I hope all of us are aware of. It is not that once an employee enters into an organization, it is that he carries on. It is a continuous activity. Human resource management is a continuous activity as an organization's manpower needs changes constantly. Today I might require something, tomorrow there might be a change in the technology, tomorrow there might be a change in the product, tomorrow there might be a change in the process. So there has to be a constant adjusting to the changes which are both internal and external to the environment. So it is a continuous function wherein it is not just where I say continuous function, it is not that always I will be teaching. Even in that teaching there needs to be a variation, otherwise it is not going to help or it's not going to be effective. So it has to be a continuous function with the change, constantly adjust to the changes which are both internal and external to the environment. And the last function or the nature of human resource management is integrating mechanism. It integrates the human resource, which is an employee, with the organization. It tries to integrate or makes the human resource working at various levels in an organization, bring together and tries to build and maintain cordial relationships between them so that there is a smooth functioning in an organization, and there is no care. If there is any problem, it is solved mutually or they can be heard upon. And it's why is it important to have a cordial relationship? Majorly to achieve, I understand my employee, the employee understands the employer, only then would it be possible for me to achieve the individual goal as well, organizational goal, and what are the goals of the society as well. So for the benefit of both all employee, management and the employer, it is essential that there is an integration or cordial relationship between the employer and employees and employees, the trade union, welfare measures, etc., and everyone. So there needs to be an integrating mechanism. Let's do it once again. Nature of human resource management. It is a pervasive force. It is future oriented. It is action oriented, individual oriented, people oriented, development oriented, interdisciplinary function, continuous function, and integrating mechanism. All of you are clear till here? Okay. Now, the concept of human resource management is human resource are the most valuable assets of an organization. Therefore, there must be a constant and conscious effort to realize organizational goals by satisfying the needs and importance of employees. So, it is both integrated, wherein I need to look into the needs and aspirations of employees, and the employees in return will give me back, so that I in an organization achieve my goals with the help of these employees. Clear? Any doubts till here? What is human resource management? The meaning, definition, and what is the nature of human resource management?